Hey, warriors. So I want to talk about something that a lot of people in the spiritual community right now avoid. But everybody needs to hear it because, with everything that's going on, the shifting, a ton of people are confusing dissociation with awakening. And that mix up, can send you down the wrong path really fast. So I'm going to try to break it down the best that I can, in the best grounded way that I can. First of all, dissociation is like a survival response, where awakening is like an expansion response. Okay. Um, Dissociation, pulls you away from yourself, where awakening pulls you deeper into yourself. Okay. One happens because you're overwhelmed, and the other happens because you're finally ready. Um, you can feel, this difference in your body. Um, Dissociation feels, numb, foggy, checked out, where awakening is heightened, aware, present. Dissociation collapses you, and awakening expands you. Okay. Even when awakening is uncomfortable, you're still here. Okay. Where, you're still inside yourself. Dissociation makes life feel like far away. Okay. Where awakening makes you feel, intense and close. When someone is, dissociating, it's like, life is happening like behind glass. You know what I'm saying? When someone is awakening, life feels more real than it ever has before. Okay. Colors, emotions, intuition, synchronicities, everything gets louder, you know. One is escape, one is, activation. Okay. Um, yeah. So, okay. So this is where people are getting confused though. Because awakening, brings up old pain, old memories, old versions of you, but the problem there is, you're actually feeling them so you can release them. Okay. Um, Dissociation is like the opposite. You're not feeling anything. You're, you're avoiding everything. Right. Awakening can feel uncomfortable, like I said, but it's alive. Dissociation is quiet, but it's empty. Okay. Awakening gives you more of your soul. Dissociation, gives you less of yourself. um and last too, um both can exist in the same person. Okay. Sometimes awakening, cracks you open so fast, old trauma gets shaken loose. Okay, so you might dissociate as a temporary response, that doesn't mean that you're, doing anything wrong. That means that you're doing, it means your nervous system is trying to catch up to your consciousness. Okay. This is key. Awakening isn't supposed to, shut you down. Awakening is supposed to bring you home. Okay. So ask yourself, am I checking out of myself, or am I, waking up inside my body? Okay. Your soul knows the difference. Your body will know the difference. Legends. Love you.